Hi guys, I welcome you all to my first video series which is based on Android. From this video I will be explaining you what Android is and how it works actually. So before beginning our first application development using Android, let's just look what actually Android is. So Android is an open source platform for creating applications from mobile devices and TVs and wearables. So actually it is built on Linux. So it uses Linux core drivers to perform tasks, and we'll be looking to these in detail in next few minutes. And also, Android is owned by Google, and so the typical Android application is a mixture of Java and XML. So Android is not a brand new thing. I mean, you don't have to learn new languages to build applications using Android. That's the main advantage that you have, because normally most of the developers have knowledge in Java and also object-oriented programming. So if you have a sound knowledge of Java, XML, and object-oriented programming, then you're good to go with this tutorial session. So as I told you earlier, Android apps are a mixture of XML and Java. So the XML layout explains how our application should look like. So the GUI components are developed in the XML layout, and the Java code is written as the backend code to perform the tasks. To perform tasks which are done by activities. So these two are the main components that we use when developing applications using Android. So before we go on further, we'll first look at the Android application architecture. So you just don't have to remember these stuff, just identifying and understanding what's happening inside is more than enough. So the bottom layer is Linux kernel. So as I told you earlier, Android uses these Linux drivers to implement its tasks, like display drivers, keypad, camera, audio drivers. These drivers are used by Android. And top of that, we have libraries. These libraries are C and C++ libraries. So Android inherit those things too. And something special, there is something special like Android runtime. I have put this small icon there because we are going to dig in deeper about this Android runtime in a later video, because first we'll create our application and then we'll talk about what is Android runtime. And on top of that, we have the application framework. Here we have activity manager, package manager, location manager. So these controls, these application framework components actually handle our application's performance and how it looks like. So on top of that, we have Android core applications like home, contacts, phone, browser, stuff like that. So this is the basic hierarchy of our Android platform. So before start building applications, there's one thing to cover, actually, that is Android Software Development Kit, the SDK. So as I told you earlier, Java is the backend code for Android. Java has its own bytecode and its own .class, .java files, but the Android processors doesn't have the capacity to run these files inside of it, because normally Android devices are very small devices. They are handheld. So you don't have that kind of a processor inside of them. So because of that, SDK helps us to convert these Java files into a more compacted version, so they will run on our applications in our Android devices. So it will help to increase the battery and the speed of our application's performance. And yeah, so that's why we use SDK, special SDK for Android here, even though we write using Java, we write code using Java, we need this Android SDK, because otherwise our application might get crash because of the high capacity that it needed to run. And also the SDK contains some components like SDK tools. These tools are used to debug and test your applications, sample applications, documentation where you can get information about the components in an SDK, and support services and Google Play Link services. So this Google Play Link will be used to get if you're developing some billing services into your applications, then this service is used. So yeah, these are the things I think that you want to know before you start building your first application. So in the next video, I'll be explaining you how to download Android Studio and how to install it, and we'll run our first application. So thank you guys for watching. Yeah, I hope this video has been a great help for you to understand the basics of Android.